Welcome back, guys. We are continuing on with this Making Williams Great Again challenge, and we are at Miami next. And Alonso has had a fantastic qualifying, finishing in second place. Unfortunately, Zhou didn't have a very good qualifier. He's finished down in ninth place, so Zhou's probably not going to be scoring any points or many points in this race. But Alonso's got a good chance of fighting for a podium. So I was having a think, and I think I might try a different strategy to the usual. Now, it does mean that the first half of the race it isn't going to be very interesting, so I'm going to be fast forwarding most of it. But basically, if I start off on hards, then I'm not going to be getting stuck behind cars if I pit early. Where if I started on softs or mediums, you lose a lot of time coming out behind other cars that are on hards and mediums. So I'm going to try this strategy instead, going hards onto mediums. Let's just check. So it looks like a two-stop is 9 seconds quicker. Let's have a look, see the soft tyre. So yeah, we haven't got a second set of fresh softs. So I don't think I'm going to go for this. I am going to stick with a one-stop strategy. And let's have a look. Yeah, if we go faster pace on them two, then that'll save us 15 seconds anyway. So yeah, I reckon that is the way forward. We're going to try it with both cars. Let's see how we get on. Oops. So yeah, like I say, the first half of the race, I'm not going to be doing much in terms of strategy, because I'm going to be slower than all of the cars around me. So I'm probably just going to be fast forwarding until the first pit. So as you can see, all of the other cars around me are on softer tyres than I am. I'm the only car that has started off on hards. So there's no point in using our battery and fuel.
Okay, copy.
So yeah, all we're going to be doing really is just advancing time. And then in the second half, the other reason that doing it this way round is potentially better is it's easier to overtake in the second half of the race because the cars get more spread out. So there's more gaps, you don't get as many DRS trains. Where in the first half of the race, say if I was trying to overtake with Zhou, there might be a DRS train 6-7 cars long, which means that you're going to spend loads more resources trying to actually overtake. Where if you overtake in the second half of the race, you don't have to fight through trains. So I reckon this is probably the better strategy all round, but it does come with one con, which is if a safety car happens around this area, we can't move on to hards and then finish the race off on one set of hards. So it does mean that we lose the opportunity that other cars are going to take advantage of because they're not starting off on hards. So that is the drawback to this. It means that we have to do an extra stop or a stop outside of the safety car. But I don't think there's any point in playing to a potential safety car in a very short window of, say, 10 laps or so. I may as well play to a strategy that is most likely to happen. And then, if a safety car does happen, we'll just have to try and work around it. So, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. But we'll soon find out. I mean, Alonso's managed to hold on to 5th position, even though he's on hards, which is really decent. And Zhou has managed to stay up in 11th on hards. So they're not dropping like stones, which is good. Because that is the main concern of starting on hards, is you're just going to drop 10 places. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So now we just have to pray that we don't get a safety car in the next 20 laps. So if a safety car happens a little bit early, say lap 30, like 4 or 5 laps early, then we can just stick a set of mediums on but not do the aggressive command on it. So it's basically the next 10 laps or so, as long as there's not a safety car in the next 10 laps. Well, so far so good. Alonso's 4th, Zhou is 8th. We've got a few cars that have pitted, so Leclerc has pitted. Right, we've got a few more, Sainz, Stroll. So all of these are not going to get the benefit of a safety car. So it's looking okay. Right, we've got around about 6 laps or so until we have to pit, and then that's when the fun is going to begin. So the other good thing about this strategy is we're keeping hold of a full battery and we're conserving quite a lot of fuel ready for the second half of the race. So I reckon we're probably going to be in a decent position. So like as you can see here, Zhou, because he's on hards, is slowing down Sainz and Gasly. So they're still struggling to overtake, even on DRS sections. So that's going to really slow their race time down, which is going to benefit us when it comes to our second stint. So Verstappen and Gasly still haven't pitted, which is a little bit annoying. They're on mediums. So Verstappen's 11 seconds ahead of us and he hasn't pitted. So that's not a good sign. But that's just simply down to him having a better car than me. This is what happens if you don't try to keep up with him like we did in Baku from the very beginning. So we've got a safety car, so that's perfect for us.
Safety car, safety car.
So the safety car has been massively in our favour here, because we're just coming into our pit window now. So that couldn't have worked out any better. Everybody else has already pitted apart from Verstappen and Gasly. So pretty much us, Verstappen and Gasly are the only people who are going to benefit from this safety car. So, just want to make sure I've clicked on, yeah. Sometimes I have accidentally forget to click on the tyre and I've pitted and not changed tyres, which is never a fun thing. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to be able to attack on the tyres at all. Probably not.
Now I'm finding out what's happened here, and it looks to be the McLaren that's involved.
Let's have a look at the accident. Oof. Pretty heavy one. Right, we're coming up to the pit zone, so
Got a car off.
let's see if Sainz or anybody else pits.
Is he okay? Yes, we're all okay.
So Sainz didn't pit.
Copy.
Albon did. Interesting. We've had a good pit stop with Alonso, no mistakes. A good pit stop with Zhou, no mistakes. Fantastic. So we've managed to jump a load of cars with Zhou. That has worked out massively in our favour. And we're sitting in 4th position with Alonso. So really, we're on softer tyres than Sainz with 17% better condition, so we'll be able to overtake Sainz pretty easily. And it looks like we might even be able to push these tyres to the end. So yeah, this is looking fantastic. So I don't want to get jumped on the restart, so I'm going to use a little bit of battery on the restart just in case I do get jumped.
Copy. Safety car in this lap.
Okay, safety car in this lap.
Copy.
See what happens on the restart. Okay, everything's looking fine. We haven't been jumped. So I don't think there's any point in using the battery now. We've got a nice amount of fuel that'll probably carry us all the way to the end of the race while pushing. And we're going to be pushing on the tyres till the end of the race. So let's see. We're just waiting for a gap to open up. Well, we need the DRS really, otherwise we might end up wasting some battery. So we're just going to have to wait for DRS to be enabled, and then we're going to start overtaking. But so far, this has worked out as good as it could have done for us. So we've been very lucky. So like here, I could try and just get a battery overtake on Sainz to stop Leclerc and Verstappen from getting too far ahead of us. But it could easily fail, and then I would have ended up wasting a load of battery. So I am going to wait until the DRS becomes active before going for an overtake. Alright, looks like 2 laps need to go by before the DRS is enabled. That's a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. So we're just dropping out of DRS with Alonso, so we might need to use a bit of battery on the main straight just to stay within DRS, ready for the next lap. Zhou is remaining within DRS of Stroll. Yeah, so I am going to use a little bit of battery just at the end of this straight.
Use your battery. Copy.
Is Zhou going to get the overtake done here? No.
DRS enabled.
Okay, so we're in a nice position here. We've caught back up to Sainz. There's a gap opened up between Leclerc and Verstappen, so we might be able to get a nice overtake on them. Verstappen is on hards, so that's good. Leclerc is on mediums, so that's not quite so good. But we could get a second place here. That would work out quite nicely for us. Everybody else is on hards, apart from Leclerc. So we could get a second and third here. Don't really want to overtake here. Want to overtake on the main straight so we don't give him the DRS. Okay, I'm going to just attack a little bit with the tyres.
Copy.
And hopefully Zhou can get the overtake done without the battery, because I forgot to turn it on for him. So I'll turn it on for him now,
Nobody keep pushing.
so he gets it at the end of the straight. But it looks like he's got the overtake done anyway.
Let's go.
Okay,
Okay, nice job.
let's carry on pushing a little bit with Alonso to get on the back of Verstappen. Okay, that's nice. Let's just cool the tyres down a bit.
Let's back off. Copy.
So we're going to have to carry on pushing quite a lot with Zhou to get onto the back of Sainz.
Okay, mate. Let's try and protect the tyre. Copy.
But we're coming up to Verstappen quite nicely. So it looks like we might be able to take Verstappen on this lap, which would be very nice if we can.
Just be a limit.
Right, let's go. Let's get this overtake done. Come on, Alonso. God, that Red Bull's so fast, even with no DRS. Oh, come on, get it done. Get it done. Nice overtake. Alonso's so good at overtaking. His racecraft is fantastic.
Good job.
That's why I love him so
that's
much.
making you P2.
Okay, so I'm going to carry on pushing to see if we can get onto the back of Leclerc. It looks like Zhou has got the overtake. Oh, it's tense. It's really tense. Come on, get it secured. Oh, thought he was coming off the track then. It looks like Joe has got the overtake done on Science. That's wonderful. Okay, let's carry on pushing. Alonso needs to push to get onto the back of Leclerc, and Joe needs to push to get onto the back of Verstappen. Then we're going to have to do a little bit of tyre conserving, or battery conserving, sorry.
Tyres now on the warp side.
We might even have to do a bit of tyre conserving as well, to be honest.
No DRS. No DRS. DRS disabled. DRS disabled. So into our tyre management.
Okay, so not much we can do
Let's focus on those temps.
until we get a bit closer. So our tyres are looking fine. We're not really closing the gap though. Them Red Bulls are just too damn fast. We're closing the gap with Joe because Verstappen is on hard tyres. But we're not really closing the gap with Alonso. Yeah, it looks like Leclerc is going to take the victory. But if we can get the overtake done with Joe, then I'll definitely settle for a 2-3. Especially with how bad Joe qualified. Right, so I'm going to cool the tyres down and try and harvest some battery.
Slow down, please.
Just need to make sure we remain within DRS. So we might even get the overtake done here, even while harvesting. That Red Bull's so quick though. Got the battery up to 68% though, 74. Well, he hasn't got quite as far away from us this time, so he might get the overtake done here. So, let's have a look. Is it worth... Let's have a look, see if he gets the overtake done on this straight. No, not quite. Okay. It's going to be close around here. I didn't really want to overtake him. Let's have a look, see who gets it. Oh, I think we've got it. Let's have a look here, see if we've got it. Yeah, we got the DRS. So now is the time to put the foot down. Oh, come on, get the overtake done. Yes. Come on. Let's go. Lovely overtake by Joe there.
Yes.
Didn't think he was going to go for it,
Very well.
but he did. And we've got a full battery pack to be able to catch up, or to break DRS from Verstappen. So let's just carry on pushing, see if we can break this DRS. Alonso is not really gaining on Leclerc at all. We've got 8 laps left. Oh, Leclerc!
There's a yellow flag now.
Leclerc spun! Haha!
But this is what
Leclerc
happened.
spun!
Here we are then at turn 15. And that's the moment they lose it. And that certainly wouldn't have been in their plans today.
Lovely. So there's a chance. Oh, he's caught right back up to Alonso. He's so damn quick. Jesus Christ, he's quick. He managed to spin and catch up to me within 3 corners. But Joe has managed to break the DRS. He's actually quite close.
Keep your pace up.
He's actually quite close to getting on the back of Leclerc, really. He's only there. Not far away. So we've actually got more tyre than the projected amount was suggesting. But Leclerc is just so fast.
Back off.
So I'm
Yeah,
going to
copy, mate.
back off a little bit with Alonso. See if I can build up some battery.
Shots on. Copy.
And then potentially
Back into our left and coast.
attack him on the final lap. Because I'm not going to be able to stay ahead of him, I don't think. He's just too fast. So the good thing is, Leclerc has overtaken me. Ooh, it's actually really close. But I want Leclerc to have overtaken me by the DRS point. Which it looks like that is going to happen. Ooh, it's tight. Ooh, it's tight. I don't think it's going to happen. God damn it, it didn't work. Leclerc stayed behind me, so Leclerc's going to get the DRS. That was a bit of an epic fail. But Joe has managed to catch up now.
Come on, come on. The race is on.
Okay,
Think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Leclerc is just zooming away.
Need left and
He's
coast, please.
absolutely zooming away.
Recharge off when you're ready. Copy. 6 laps to go. Cancel lift and coast for now. Copy. No lift and coast required.
Well, I might just have to thrash the tyres just to keep up with him. I think I am going to. Oh dear. That's not ideal.
Chip away.
He's just too fast.
We need to push up, please.
Right, we've got within DRS. Let's hope we can stay. Looks like we are doing. Okay. Unfortunately, we are having to use all of the tyre that we've got remaining to be able to stay within DRS. But there's a chance we might be able to build the battery up while we're doing this.
Recharge on. Recharge on. Okay. So recharge on.
Oh, he is so fast.
How many laps left? 5 laps to go.
So we're up to 62% on Alonso's battery, 40% on Joe's battery. 74%. There's a yellow flag. Oh no, red flag. That is terrible for us.
Red flag, red flag.
That means that Verstappen and Sainz are going to be... Oh, God. Well, to be fair, we were lucky with the safety car. So I suppose we were kind of owed a bit of bad luck. Oh, it won't let me add a new stint. Has the game crashed? No. Why won't it let me add a new stint? What's happening? What is happening?
Here's the replay. Now this happens down at turn 8.
Ouch.
Oh, and a fairly substantial crash there. Thankfully though, they come away from that unharmed.
Zane Maloney, eh? The rookie from Barbados. Right, so this is going to be a tense finish now. It shouldn't have been a tense finish, but it is. So we're going to have to just absolutely wreck all of our resources trying
All
to
drivers have taken their
keep
positions
Verstappen
again.
and Sainz
What's
behind.
more, they're ready to race.
But we've got virtually no
It's
laps
lights
left.
out, and away we go.
He's good. Copy.
No, 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 no. No, Verstappen. He's coming for us.
Overtake. Copy.
We've just about kept him behind. Let's hope we can keep him there. Three laps to go. Okay. Fingers crossed we get the 2-3. There's a chance we might even overtake Leclerc, but I mean really, there's no DRS until the final lap, I don't think, which might work out in our favour. We've opened up a gap on Verstappen. That's interesting. Verstappen's got, and Leclerc, both Verstappen and Leclerc have got worn tyres, which is good. They're on scrubs, so they're going to be slightly slower than we are. So do we want to use the... Yeah, we kind of need to use the battery just to keep Verstappen out of contention. If we stop using the battery, Verstappen will close the distance and then he might scupper our opportunity on the final lap. Okay, it's looking pretty decent. We've still got a fair bit of battery left as well. So we're going to get the DRS. Now I don't want to overtake him on this section here, because then he'll get the DRS on the final straight. That's the only problem.
Purple lap. Copy. Final lap.
Right, let's go. Let's see if we can get this overtake done. So we could potentially get a 1-3 here. We just don't want to overtake him before. No. We're going too fast. Don't overtake him. Don't overtake him.
Focus on the tyres.
Copy, copy.
Don't overtake him. No. Don't do it.
Cover your lift and coast for now.
Confirm.
All about tyre management now.
Don't do it, Alonso. Oh, God.
DRS disabled.
Ah,
DRS
dear.
disabled.
He cocked that up.
Copy.
He's given the DRS to Alonso, to Leclerc, sorry. Well, I tried my best. I tried my best.
Wow.
Your battery's ready.
Okay.
But that's a good result.
Check and plan.
2-3.
There you go.
Not a bad
Keep
result at all. 33 points for us.
Okay.
So they did get slightly more points than us,
this weekend.
which is a bit of a shame.
And
It would have been nice to get a 1-3 back-to-back victories with Alonso, but we got a 2-3, which is better than I was expecting, to be honest.
Now that's a really fantastic result.
So yeah, we got 33 points, they got 37. George Russell got the fastest lap, so yeah, not too bad. We gained 6 places with Joe. So we're 51 points behind, so we're probably not going to be able to challenge the Red Bulls this year, but we can still give it a go. Right, well, that was Miami. Hope you enjoyed it. Join me again in the next one, where we are going to be at Imola. Cheers for watching. Take care. I shall see you soon.